racing.com. Sign up for your membership, 50% off. You can jump into the rookie MX5. There's street stock, the regular street stock, not to mention those Pro 92 pickups for fun over the jumps in turn. Once again, www.iracing.com. We'll see you on the track.
So we mentioned esports, and I'll bring up something that's controversial. Please don't vote for me. You and I both agree on this, but there's always a great debate about it. And how do you spell esports?
What day is it, race fans? That's right. It's race day. It's not Friday. It's race day. Welcome to the Highline Racing Network. I'm your broadcaster, Randy Schweitzer, in for Tyler Rogers for the evening. Welcome, welcome. Special night. Gonna send off CATO with he requested this race, and we're gonna get some practice in on the league. So yeah, on the league rules, the league format, all that good stuff. Broadcaster's got some stuff going on here. He's gonna try some new stuff, so we've got that going on. Yeah, we've got all kinds of things going on tonight. Let's see here. We're going to have to test the old Discord. Let's see who we can grab. We're going to have to grab somebody. Make sure my Discord is functioning properly. Let's see here. Who do we want to grab? Grab Eric. See if Eric's. Eric, are you there, buddy?
Yes, sir. How are you doing tonight?
Man, I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
Good.
Testing out the Discord, so you're the lucky guy.
All right.
Big night tonight. We're gonna send off you can still call him your teammate, right?
Oh yeah. CATO, he's a good buddy, man. He's a good guy, and it's gonna be his little send-off deal here. So we're kind of excited for tonight.
Yeah. So this is gonna be the full league rules, correct?
Yes, sir. This is gonna be full league rules. We are kind of doing some new RC people and stuff, so we're kind of be a little bit of a learning curve here and there, but we're gonna follow the league rules and let everybody get used to it and familiarize with it. So we're excited to see some good racing tonight.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, again, thank you for your help with my Fanatec. I did a test today, and man, you helped me out 100%.
Awesome, man. Yeah, whenever you get ready, you can message me or whatever, and I can jump in and show you some settings and stuff as well, because it took me a while to figure out. And I mean, I'm far from good, but I've learned a little bit to help me keep up with some of these top dogs and not look so bad.
All right. Good luck, buddy.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Eric Hayden.
It's not that big of a deal.
Oop.
It's only when you're talking.
I put the wrong
it's
guy.
Because it's coming over the Discord
Hey,
and it's coming over the radio.
I moved the wrong guy. That was funny. That was funny, wasn't it? Let's see here. Look here, we're gonna see if old Keaton Cox is in the lobby. We haven't talked to Keaton Cox in forever. See if I can grab Keaton. Keaton Cox, it's your broadcaster. You got me, buddy. And of course, Big Goose Egg. I will put him back. That didn't work out so well, did it?
And 30 drivers. Should we publish the path?
I put Tommy back. He was talking racing. All right. Well, we better stop that. That's not going to work out so well. Okay. See all we got here. Brandon Bikey in the lobby. I've got my cheat sheet here because I've got my cheat sheet because I need it. Easton Collins already in the chat. Heck yeah, Easton. Where the heck have you been, buddy? We haven't seen you around. Easton Collins, he's kind of like, he's been like quiet, dropped out of commission. In fact, he's been out of commission for so long, I can't remember what team he's on. I think he's on LBS, isn't he? Isn't that correct? Yeah, I don't remember. Well, don't forget the Discord channel. You want to be in on the action? There it is. That is the latest and greatest numbers you got to have to be a member. We've got like 290 some members, so hop on. Let's push this thing over the 300 mark, and yeah, and boost the server. It doesn't cost you anything. You probably there's 300 members, and we've only got like 10 boosts. So jump on there, use your boost that's sitting there, not doing anything, and boost the server. It helps the server out tremendously. Tremendously. You know, I don't care about all the little, you know, Lucky Ninja stuff, whatever they call that stuff, you know. Emojis, I don't care about that. But like the download stuff, yeah, that's kind of important. That's kind of nice to have. So if you want to contribute, you want to help out, boost the server. Brandon Sowers, Taquito Racing in the lobby. Brandon, we raced that last race. I don't know ended up where he finished, but he was up in the front most of the night. Eric Hayden out making laps. Eric Hayden winning that race in a spectacular, exciting finish for the broadcaster to even call. It was exciting. Wow. They were 3 wide at the line going for the photo finish, and the best of the best in the lobby was doing what he does, which he blocks. He'll block you. And it's all fair. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's racing. It's not, you know, follow me down to the store for a beer. It's a race. Most of these guys are friends, but in the end of it, it is a race. Joshua McKinney back in the lobby. Joshua McKinney, I think now McKinney raced with him the other night too. He had a good run going too. He had ups and downs. Joshua McKinney on the LBS side. Kind of a light lobby tonight. it's a password protected lobby, but I think they're probably going to stay with it. Does not look like they opened the lobby up, so, which is fine. We're going to go into qualifying right now. We got Richard Raymond helping out, doing some race control tonight. So that will be, that'll be awesome. That means his job is not to race. He's parked his car, and he is going to specifically watch and make calls. Sorry, my mic here is bugging the heck out of me. My mic cord. That's his specific job, is to make those calls that people hate to make. That means he gets to be the bad guy, and he's not the bad guy. Let's see if he can handle being the bad guy. That's why they hate me, because I make those calls. I don't care. I don't care. You like me or hate me. Hate me all you want. I don't care. Bill Daniels made it in the lobby. Good to see Bill. Bill, I wonder if Bill got picked up by somebody. I mean, you're racing against just a ton of talented teams, and it's hard to, there's team points, there's personal points, as Ryan Wilson to the top of the leaderboard. Ryan Wilson to the top of the leaderboard with a 50-29. Oh, let's get some times on that, right? Hold on here. There it is, 50-29. Tommy Rogers was your #1 qualifier last night. He even said over the radio, how the heck do you guys let me be #1 qualifier? And he ran a dang good lap. He ran a fast lap, I thought. I mean, I haven't run a lot, because, I was over in that other lobby doing a lot of broadcasting and working a lot. And so I don't, back when we were racing with Ray, that was we were racing 3 times a day, Saturday, Sunday. Then a couple races during the week. Yeah, we don't race that much anymore, so. Brandon Bikey with a 27. Top of the leaderboard. Well, Cameron currently on the out making a lap. Well, he just pulled in with a 29. 29 seems to be everybody's number so far. Trevor Haley with a 29. Kind of expecting Trevor to go shooting to the leaderboard, but no, he also with a 29. 29 seems to be the sweet spot. for about 6 drivers, except for Bikey with a 27. That's going to wrap up qualifying. Oh, we're going to have a little warm-up session while they talk about their the rules, because there's it's a whole different deal this year. I don't mean this year, but this season. And it's different than what we've been, they're doing iRacing cautions and iRacing wave around. And that is going to be completely different than what they're used to. These guys are probably like me, been racing in the same lobbies under the same format for the last 3 years, because I've raced with 75% of these guys over the last 3 years, and we're all used to basically that same format. And it's different now. It's different with iRacing cautions and the lucky dog is in effect, but it's a true lucky dog. It's a true iRacing lucky dog. So instead of us just going out there getting our lap back, that's what we normally do, because that just speeds everything up. Most of these guys don't have a problem doing it. They just go out there, get their laps back. We line up and we go. So this is all going to be different. And there's rules and penalties now. If you get so many, which is what they do in real world racing, out at where I race, no, I don't race anymore, but out where I work. If you cause X amount of yellow flags, if you're the cause, you're out. I think it's 2. If you're charged with 2 yellow flags, you're out. I believe here, I think Tommy, I heard him say, or I saw him say, it's going to be 3. Now that's could have changed. I haven't really kept on it yet, but because it's all changing so much, so I haven't really looked at it closely. I will when it comes time, gets a little bit closer. I think we're probably about a month out before the season starts. And then there will be a season 2 that will be a Monday race, which yours truly will be broadcasting that one. Tommy will do Tommy's going to do the Sunday race. I'll do the Monday race. Not too sure about this 10-minute warm-up section. Really not. I'm not too fond of it. I noticed Tommy was he was struggling for filler. 10 minutes is a long time. Yeah, I know what I can do. I got some Pedley's Garage. That's what I can do. I got me some Pedley's Garage. That's right. Eric Hayden, Pedley's Garage. I mean, I can relate to. I mean, you know, I was talking to him on Discord the other day. He's like, okay, basically said, hey, I can't talk no more. I gotta go. I gotta go work on a water truck. I'm like, hey, you're my guy. That's my kind of guy. I mean, I've got one sitting right out here outside the house, sitting there. So I can relate. Pedley's Garage, big time sponsor of the lobby. That's about all I got right now as far as sponsors. I don't have anybody else, and I know I should, but I don't. I can't even grab anybody and talk to them. Drivers meeting. They are all in the drivers meeting right now. Which is good. I mean, it's good. They should have a drivers meeting because there's money on the line. Oh, wow. This thing filled up. Let's see here. Let's have a little head count. No, I'm not going to. That's going to take too long. It looks like about, I'm guessing 25 to 30. Excuse me. I mean, yeah, they've got money on the line, so, you know, it's good to have a driver's meeting. I don't care for it's usually a bitch and complain session. Seriously, really all it is. It is at a real racetrack, but mainly. Three more minutes. Looks like we have cars on track. Brandon Showers. All right, we've got cars on track for the last 3 minutes. Going to do some final test and tuning before we go. So Tommy's got me a whole new broadcast coming. I'm excited about that. So, you know, when I started this deal, I didn't do it to be a YouTube famous person. I just did it to help a lobby out that I was a part of. And so, yeah. Tommy's very professional about his stuff, so he's hooking me up with a whole new broadcast. So I'm pretty excited about that. Meaning it will have all the professional, I say professional. I'm not a computer geek. Like, I mean, code and stuff. You know, with the ticker where it says SDK Gaming up there, it'll say, you know, Highline, or it'll say RSI Broadcasting. You know, it'll be more professional. Like, I need to move that banner up. I haven't done that. That's all in a code section, so I haven't messed with it. I'll have a tendency to mess that up. All right, looks like we're about ready. Oh, thought something was wrong with my. Oh, Brandon taking a little drive through the campground. Gonna stop and have him a beer. Look at there. Look at that. That's funny. That's funny. Brandon's hideout. Gonna go say hello to the wife and kids. All right, let's see if we can get the. Let's see if we can get the. See if we can get the lineup here. Brendan Mikey, Trevor Haley, Ryan Wilson, Matthew Brown. Matthew Brown not having a very good race last night, but now he finds himself back up on the front row. Tyler Gothard, Kyle Cameron, Chuck Fletcher with a. I don't think Chuck is like me. He doesn't race that often. Finds himself inside of top 10. Tommy Rogers also, Angry Wives Racing. Scott Wise, Torque Wrench Racing. Motorsports, I'm sorry. Scott's got a specialty event coming up, I think on a holiday coming up. Zachary Cato, our man of the hour, Jerry Fassett. Okay, now it's not going to scroll. All right, well, now it's not going to scroll for me. All right, well, we're just going to leave it at that. Oh, because I'm doing the wrong one. How about that, you dummy? Zachary Cato, Jerry Fassett, Brandon Showers. Timothy Tyler, Christian Rhodes, Eric Hayden, Derek Jacobs, Chris James, Bill Daniels. Good to see Bill Daniels. Good to see Easton Collins, Nicholas Moody. Ran some laps last night with Nicholas. John Stammer. I don't see, look at there, Bryce Hinton in the lobby. Look at here. Look at old Bryce Hinton in the chat. Heck yeah. He's cheering on his team. Yeah, I love that. Joshua Sprague, Joshua McKinney, Jim Segredo, the voice of the Highline Network. Shaden Lampkin, I think we opened it up to, I don't remember Shaiton in the league, so he must have opened it to, yeah. Matthew Graham, Charles, yeah. I think they did. Well, here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Brandon's going to bring us to the green flag. Emma go, killer. And just like that, I think we had a yellow flag. I mean, not even, yep, not even, the leaders didn't get past the start-finish line. What the heck? I do not have anything that says there was a wreck. Let's see if it says somebody was off track here. Let me take a look. Derek Jacobs is on pit lane. Let's see if we can find Derek Jacobs. Take a look back here. Derek Jacobs went into the pits. Oh, it was farther back, I believe. 32, Clayton Lampkins. This is one of our randoms. He's a blinker. He's a blinker. Oh, there it was. That's all you need to know right there. No, that's not Clayton. That's, okay, with the black car up there. I'm not for sure who that is. I'm not going to worry about trying to find him, but we'll just look again here. Way up there in front of the red car. Checks up. He missed the gear. You know, that's probably what it was. He missed the gear and he got hit. All right. I'm going to guess that's what happened. Oops. Zachary Cato, our man of the hour. Zach starting in the 12th position. Not just because he's leaving. I believe he's going to go serve our country. Thank you for your service, Zachary. It'll be a cinch. He'll be up inside the top 5. I mean a cinch. Doing some, changing some settings here. Just bear with me. So yeah, so like I was saying, that guy that Tommy said, the SDK will be gone, and then up there on the left of the caution flag will probably be like a Highline Racing Network logo or something up there on the left next to that. That's all in the coding. I know where it's all at. I know sort of how to do it, but yeah, it's best that I don't mess with it. It is. It's just best. I keep clicking on somebody. Somebody keeps blinking out and changing my stuff. Chuck Fletcher, 67 car. Tommy Rogers. Tommy Rogers, a fellow Californian. All right, lights are out on the pace car. So we did not have anybody a lap down out of that mess. So the wave around will be different. They just don't wave it around. It's iRacing, I believe, if we're doing it like we're going to do it in the if we're going to do it like we're going to do it in the league races, the points races. This is not a points race. It's a practice session. It's basically it's NASCAR wave arounds. So they'll go when iRacing tells them to go. They'll wave around. And the pit lane will be closed for them. They have to keep their position. They can't race around a pit road. It's the same rules apply. So that's what I'm saying is that is completely different as the pace car comes in.
Green flag, green flag.
Mikey Wilson, Haley, Cameron, Gothard is your top 5. Look out, killer. Gen 7, a little different animal. I mean, it doesn't draft worth a darn. It does not, and you cannot lose the draft. You cannot. Those guys complain, the real drivers in NASCAR, this car's the same. So we're usually, no cautions, but remember, iRacing cautions. It's the 82 of Chris James is back here in law. At least he's got somebody back there. This might be by design. It very well could be. You only have one fast repair. So it's a 100-lap race, one fast repair. I mean, I think I'm with Chris James. I'm thinking we're just going to ride back here. Because if it's any indication of our test race the other night, we had 10 cautions. I might be exaggerating. I think it was 8 cautions. I don't know what that was about, but somebody did an exit stage left right there. On board with Ryan Wilson. Oh man, Ryan, Ryan, instead of getting out of the gas and losing all of his momentum, he just went to the high side. I mean, it's too early, I think, for him to make a run to the front, but you saw that right there. Unless he was going to get with a teammate, I don't believe Christian Rhodes is his teammate. I could be wrong. He might be wanting to go because nobody's up there. So, oh, somebody's going to go around to the high side by themselves. Let's see. Nope. CATO, Zachary CATO's got to make a run around the top. Pretty narrow here at Daytona, but they're keeping it pretty straight. On lap 9, Zachary CATO making a run to the front. Doing pretty good for just a 2-car tandem. Now 2 other cars said, okay. Oh, it's with Stamper, his teammate, Stamper. Wow, I can't say that. Zachary is on Dark Horse Racing now. Jerry Fassett's doing a little squeeze job right there, not knowing if he's going to go up or not. Jerry said, I thought Jerry was going to take a look, but he decided, no, I'm going to stay right here. There was some talk about adding fuel to these cars. I don't know if they did or not. I tend to stay out of those conversations. '31 car, I believe that's Scott Wise, kind of falling off. Some cars, gosh, they just go right up the middle better than others. You see Scott, maybe Scott didn't like something he saw right there. 31, where is the 31? There he is. This is the kind of racing I did say I thought we could expect. Lots of green flag racing. I was pretty shocked we had that many cautions in that race. It was a practice race. I was pretty shocked because basically you're picking your people. You know, this is not a free league, it's a paid league. And so they know, I believe 90% of the people, 95% of the people that are currently in the league that are signed up. And this is what kind of racing you should expect right here out of these guys. I was shocked that we had that many cautions. And I know other people like Bryce Hinton, he was probably shocked too. I know somebody mentioned it on in chat. They didn't expect that either. Jerry Fassett with a funny, I mean funny. So funny. Blind Squirrel Media. It fits so well. His media is called Blind Squirrel Media, and he was involved in a late race incident last night, or what was it? Last night, night before, whenever it was. And with another team, a VRX member, and the VRX member was pretty adamant about they did not do that. Well, Jerry has come up with the squirrel report. And it showed the member doing exactly what they were not supposed to. And I'm guilty of it. I've done it. I'm guilty of it. So, you know, and it was somebody was getting their lap back, going around the top side. You're supposed to keep the top side clear, and this person was not thinking about it and just was probably looking at their phone, just, you know, under caution, and Jerry blasted her. So she was this week's squirrel report. It's hilarious, Jerry. I love it. It's perfect. Cato Wilson. Oh, no, it's changed. Haley Cato Stamper Wilson Bikey is your top 5. I told you Cato was going to go to the top 5. He was not going to waste any time. And sure enough, there he is, your leader up front, Zachary Cato. Leading his one-time teammate, Ryan Wilson. And I'm going to say, knowing Ryan Wilson, the kind of guy he is, he's going to stay right there with him. That's just the kind of guy that Ryan is. Still the 82 of Chris James. They have picked up. Let's see, the Chris James, Justin Crow, Jerry Bergeron. They're falling way off the pace. Trevor Haley dropping back a few spots. Had him in 5th for a second, but he's being scored in the 4th position. Don't forget, if you want to be a part of the greatest, fastest growing network, you want to be a part of Discord and get all the scoop and all the info, that's your 911 numbers right there. Or 411, not 911, 411. Don't forget the boost. Zachary Cato getting a little, yeah. Good race. Not for sure. I did not see the format, what we're doing here, but I'm assuming we're going to 25. I'm assuming we're going to have to put some fuel in this deal. As they all start to single file on the bottom, that's a pretty good indication that pit stops are coming.
Yellow.
Nope. Oh, there goes a yellow flag just before, I believe, Sean Stamper involved. Daryl Sabalos. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory right there. Oh, I think there was a hole there for him. I think he was. Well, see, that's going to be one of those calls right there where, you know, as race control, do you want to make that call? Because somebody's got to be scored with that yellow flag right there in that situation. Do you score it to Stamper? Or do you score it to Jim Segredo? What's your take on it, Hinton? Let's hear it from Bryce Hinton. Well, that's going to put everybody on pit road, I'm going to say, even though I don't know what the stage is. I'm guessing it's 25. I would, if I was race control, I would probably score it to Jim. He ran him over. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, that's me. That's just me, though. Nothing against you, Jim, but you ran him over. Nobody with any black flags. Everybody gets in. Bikey with a terrible pit stop blows through his pit stop. Looks like most of them are going to take tires. Christian Rhodes so far being scored your leader off of pit road, along with Chuck Fletcher, Jerry Fassett, Trevor Haley, and Zachary Cato is your top five. Let's take a look at our pit times. Kind of get an indication who did what here. I'm going to say Eric Hayden's the only one that took 4 tires. I mean, if you took 4 tires with a 10-second stop, that's awesome. But I'm going to say Christian Rhodes, Chuck Fletcher, Jerry Fassett, I'm going to say they took fuel and maybe 2 tires. I'm going to say they had to have been about out of fuel. I mean, that was a long run right there. That was a long green flag run. As about a what? An 18, 17, 16 lap run, I believe. I did not look.
Because of the advancing tire models, the Leo and Anderson, they were able to build their tires quicker and a little easier, and so that because the models are becoming more accurate. Yeah, I mean, the way it works now, you got a new tire, new model, you try to get a hand on it all the time.
So it'd be interesting if they just call that the stage, or are we going to go 5 laps and do a stage? That could be interesting. I'm not privy to that call. I could be, but it's too distracting for me. I can't sit there and listen to what they're talking about and do my job at the same time. I could, but it's too, I don't need to listen. We have this group of guys has done that quite often. Go ahead and run 5 laps and then call the stage. That was awesome. That was awesome racing right there. Love that. These guys did a good job. Christian Rhodes is your leader. Christian Rose, Chuck Fletcher, Jerry Fassett, Trevor Haley, Zachary Cato is your top 5.
Green, green, green.
All right, and we're gone. I have got to get those lights fixed. I got to get, you just have to change the coding in it. Everybody has that problem when they first get this program. You have to change the coding. I just haven't done it. Bryce Hinton did not respond, so he says, oh no, you're not going to get me involved. No, no, no. Chuck Fletcher probably not as comfortable with this car. I mean, we never ran this car when we were over there racing in that other league, ever. I mean, for 2 years, we did not run this car. Christian Rose maintaining the lead along with Jerry Fassett, Zachary Cato, Tommy Rogers making a showing. Tommy Rogers up front all night last night. Joshua Sprague, Bill Daniels, Kyle Cameron, Easton Collins, just riding in the back. You only have one fast repair. Timothy Tyler also just riding in the back. Little bit harder to ride in the back with this car, just because, like I said, it doesn't draft like the Gen 6. As Josh McKinney way off the pace. Jerry Bergeron with a different colored car tonight. Got something on the side of his car. Let's see if we can see what that says, Jerry. Did it say Harley Davidson? Is that what that says? Oh, it is. It says it right there on the hood. Duh. Harley Davidson. Farther back in the pack, we'll get somebody else here, get some screens. Chris James running with Scott Wise. Justin Crow riding around, just kind of hanging on in the back. They don't want to lose that Matthew Graham with kind of a fancy little paint job there. There it is. End of time. End of time. See if we can't get a shot of end of time here. Donnie Beach, I believe, on the SMT team this season. I believe that's correct. Is he with Nicholas Moody? No, I'm sorry, he is not. Josh McKinney. Zachary Cato has taken over the lead up front. Cato, Bikey, Rhodes, Fassett, Rogers as your top five. No sense in really looking at the track temp. I'm going to say it's about a 65 degree track temp is going to be my guess. It's nighttime. They don't do nothing crazy with it. Oh, there it is right there. 67. 27% humidity. Completely different race than we had the other night. Completely different. So I'm going to say back here, Donnie Beach and these guys right here, they need to work with each other. Donnie Beach and that car right there ahead of him, and then the next car up there need to work together. There they go. That's more like it, because your leaders are coming. There you go. Donnie Beach, Nicholas Moody, and I believe that's... That poor guy must have some damage. The 14 car. Oh, that's Matthew Brown. I see. I don't recognize Matthew in the 14 car. Matt must have damage. Bryce Hinton finally responded. Yeah, Bryce has not always been a superstar. Bryce has had his share of ups and downs in this game we love so much. Not in this league, he hasn't. CATO, still your leader. Along with Bikey Rhodes, Fassett, and Rogers is your top 5. Jim Segredo moving up. Jim Segredo, let's see. Let's turn on the old battle box. Yes, Jim Segredo up 19 positions. I thought he started in the back. Yes, he did. Brian Wilson with a big move. That's one of those moves where you go, I'm going to get a little bit of air right here, and I'm going to pull him back as it slingshots me by him right there coming off that corner. That's exactly what he did. And he kind of gave it right back right there. Went a little wide, gave it back. Clayton Lampkin also up 19 positions. Oh, not Clayton. I'm sorry. Chayton Lampkin. Shayton up 18 positions. Kyle Cameron, and no boy, Kyle Cameron, Brian Wilson, Scott Wise with a 3-car push coming off at turn 2. A little dicey right there, but they got through it. I was kind of holding my breath right there. I thought we were going to see it right there. I think Scott Wise has a race coming up. Ooh, somebody on the wall. I think it's Memorial Day, a Memorial Day race, I believe. A money race. Open setup race, Gen 4 at Charlotte. I like running open setups. I like being able to adjust on my car. I love that. Currently on a 19 lap run here. So they definitely added fuel to these cars, for sure. For sure. I did not look. I could look real quick and look at the percentage. But I would probably screw something up. Again, your leaders coming up on some lap cars. Oh, wow. Wow. I did not expect that. A lot of cars on pit road, and everybody got woed up. So that tells you these cars got 20 laps on them. Bill Daniels, Shaitan Lampkin, Chuck Fletcher, Keaton Cox maintaining the lead. Let's see if these guys come down pit road. Everybody's out, and here they come. Oh! That's a sign of somebody right there that doesn't do this. That's old Shaitan right there. Yep. Yep. Oh, tons of black flags. Chuck Fletcher, Scott Wise, Shaitan Lampkin, and they will have to serve those penalties. Here they come, and here come the leaders. This is going to get interesting right here. Let's see. Trevor Haley's usually pretty good about this. Oh, I think they're going to get smoked right here. It looks like it. Yeah. They don't have a chance. You know, Trevor on the gas. Let's see if he can. Let's see if he can blend in right here. I can never get that. I end up getting, yeah. Trevor Haley falls into the back. Don't know, Trevor, I mean, yeah, he does have a teammate in CATO. So CATO and Haley will be teamed up before this is over with. Gary Fassett out in the lead with his teammate Kyle Cameron. Bassett, Wilson, and Cameron are in for AWR tonight. No Alex Lebaugh. So everybody in and out on pit road, and Jerry Fassett and Kyle Cameron cycle to the front, along with Christian Rhodes. Good race for Christian. Looks like Scott Wise is singling it himself for Torque Wrench Motorsports. I do not see Evan Fakwa or Zachary Harry. Zachary. I know I murdered his name. I know I did. Donnie Beach. A lap down, ripping it around the top. Yeah, that kind of looks a little better. That's a hard thing to do with 2 cars by yourself against a line of, say, 6 cars. 4 cars, kind of a hard thing to do. Not saying it can't be done, but dang. They just crossed the line, almost to the halfway point. Josh McKinney by himself off track in a crash, it says. I'm going to say that's just he's off track. Yes, he is. This program, I don't know why it does that. You just drive off track. It'll say that you're in a crash. As our leaders blending in with some lap traffic. Starting to gonna get a little bit. Oh, that guy's been slow all night. Oh, it's Matthew Brown. Matthew Brown has got to have damage. Has to have some serious damage. His car does not look like it. He's just been off pace the whole entire night. See if he can keep up with the draft here. Well, let's see if we can make it to the halfway point here. Well, Cameron taking a little look on the outside. Kind of abandoning his teammate. I was looking farther back in the back. I do not see when he made that move up to the top. Maybe he got pushed up there. I don't know. I was eyeballing the back of the pack here. Brandon Sauer's been kind of quiet. I believe Brandon just making laps, wants to be around the front towards the end of the race. Been kind of quiet. Actually, Brandon, I just forgot about that. Brandon is actually an affiliate team of Dark Horse Racing. So Brandon's going to help. I'm going to say Brandon will help his Dark Horse teammates, which he is. He's right there behind Trevor. Brandon taking over the lead along with Eric Hayden. No, I'm sorry. Well, yes. And now all of a sudden Eric's being scored in fourth. As quick as I can look down and click on Eric's name, he went from second to fourth. I don't see what team Brandon is on. Somebody will have to, maybe he's on Bryce's team. I did not, they announced that a couple days ago and I did not write it down. I'll have to get caught up on my notes. And just like that, Brandon was up down there in about 12, and just no sooner, I mean 2 laps later, he's up in second, and he's behind Trevor Haley.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, I'm gonna say the caution looked like that was the 67 of Chuck Fletcher going around. It has not came up on my screen yet. Let's take a look here real quick at Donnie Beach. Ooh. Let's rewind this because he did not. There it is. Chuck Fletcher. Let's see if we can't get on Chuck. See what happened here. And I saw the wreck, and I cannot believe it did not. A big checkup. A big checkup. Scott Wise was off the gas. I mean, you could see it. I mean, but again, it came from up front. It came from up front. Scott with a big run. Chuck slowing down, and yeah, you gotta give that one to Scott. He ran him over. Flat ran him over. All right, that was a 14 lap run, and everybody's on pit road. Your leader, your one-time leader, Brandon, along with Haley and Showers. Ooh, look at old Brandon, huh? Look at old Brandon go. Brandon says, I don't need no stinking tires. Trevor Haley with a better pit stop than Brandon, but Brandon with a better pit lane than Trevor. And so Brandon killed him on pit lane. Brandon got him by 0.3 of a second on the pit stop, Oh, I mean, Trevor did. Trevor got Brandon, beat Brandon by 3/10. But Brandon, Brandon smoked him on pit lane. I do not have that time pulled up, but I might be able to do that later. My program does time that, your pit lane time versus your pit stop time. I have one app that says 6 seconds and one app that says 5 seconds. So, yeah. All right. Oh, let's see if we got any penalties. Do not see any. It looks like the lights are already out on the pace car. So that's going to be the halfway point. Showers, Haley, Bikey, Sprague, Hayden is your top 5. Keaton Cox. Keaton Cox making a showing. Oops. Keaton Cox. Let's look at the old battle box for Keaton Cox. Okay. Up 4 positions. 5 positions, whatever. Raced with Keaton a heck of a long time also. Super nice guy. Got a lovely, lovely bride. Has a new family, kids. Had a baby not too long ago. In fact, they usually sit around and watch Dad race. That's pretty cool. Pace car's off.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go, Gilla. Trevor Haley kind of in a battle there. Getting a little help from Chuck Fletcher. Chuck Fletcher and oh, Chuck Fletcher's a lot down. That's why he's not on my scoreboard. Okay, wow. I'm looking for Chuck, and I'm like, what the heck? So Chuck racing his butt off for the lucky dog here. That's what makes this so different. Chuck's racing for the lucky dog. Oh, he's got to keep it going.
Yellow, yellow.
Keeps it straight. Doesn't get any. Oh, he's going to luck out right there. That's an awesome break for Chuck Fletcher. He will get the lucky dog right there. That's good for Chuck as we go back and take a look and see what happened to Justin Crow. Wow, it looks like Brandon Sowers. That was a pretty violent crash. And I didn't even see that. It's clear up front. We'll get on old Brandon. I got to find Brandon here. Oh. That's a tough call right there. Brandon goes up. Brandon goes up to get on the nose. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That was not a block. He's just trying to get up there on the nose of his teammate because that line's moving. Just out on the bumper. Just out on the bumper. See, that's another. Let's see here. Bear with me. Trevor with a good side wrap right there. Brandon sees him coming in his mirror. They're probably talking to each other. No, they're on different channels. That was kind of a. Trevor didn't do nothing wrong. Trevor did not do anything wrong. Wasn't his fault. Tore up a lot of cars. You got to give that one to somebody. I don't. I mean, Trevor maintained his position. Side drafting. He's on the black line right there. He's on the black line. He kind of error. He's getting pushed. I hope somebody said that was my fault. Waiting for, yeah. They're waiting for somebody to say, oh, that was on me. If I was race control, I'd probably say, which one of you two wants to take blame for that? I'm going to give it to one of you. Which one of you guys are in the car? Which one of you guys want to take blame for that? I'm looking for the easy way out. Well, that's going to shuffle things up, and we only have one fast repair, and I guarantee you that tore up a lot of cars. I do not have that program. I will have it. It's coming where Tommy's tells you how much damage they have. I do not have that. I would like to have that. Brandon Sauer's still on pit road. Ryan Wilson is going to say, yeah, I got to come back in. Okay, so this is where, oh, they did not turn it on. the wave around. They didn't turn it on. Because right now, those cars in the back should be up front, and they would have got waved around. So they did not turn it on. Okay. Lights are out on the pace car, so I mean, it's practice night. I wish they'd have turned that on. Because those guys need it. They want it,
Green
definitely.
flag, green flag.
Oh, unless, well, no, everybody would have pitted. Nope, they didn't. Brandon did not pit. Neither did Josh Sprague or Eric. So that canceled the wave around. Okay, there you go. Brandon Joshua and Eric Hayden and Jim Chigueto stayed out. I mean, that's a strategy too. That's a strategy too. They could very well say, hey, stay out. We need to keep the 12 car locked down. I swear it is. That's a strategy. I mean, I like these changes for this year. It'll change the race, because the way it was set up, the people that always dominate every single race won't be so much, you know, it changes the race. It just does. I love that part of it. I wouldn't love it if it happened to me. Of course not. I wouldn't love that part of it. But that's part of it, right? CATO, Chigueto, Bikey, Hayden, Sprague as your top five. Chris James finding himself up inside the top 10. Trevor Haley's still in this. I thought he would have had more damage than that. He must have used his fast repair. Now I do have that, but I don't have it turned on. I would be able to tell you. I think I'll have to have that for the next race. You know, they won't like that, me giving up their secrets, but hey, I'm a broadcaster. I'm not your teammate. He would have had to have used his fast repair. His car is straight. Yeah. I'm going to say they have one fast repair. I asked Eric. He said it's the league rules. $37. Who is this? Joshua Sprague. Joshua Sprague making a showing here. Along with Chris James and Nicholas Moody. They're saying, you know what? Don't count us out of this. Trevor Haley thinking it was going to happen right there, and it does. But I think it happened to Keaton Cox. No, it happened to Jerry Fassett. Let's see. It says Keaton Cox went off track. We're going to get on board here with Keaton Cox. Oh, my God. Gee, my knee. That's the 9 of Sabalos. That's the 9 of Sabalos. A lot going on up front in that lane 2, but this is where the wreck happened. A whole lot going on up there. Might have been some checking up. They thought the wreck was going to come. Which I thought too. That's what I was looking at. Oh, hold on here, cowboy. There's a lot of checking up going on right here because they thought that's just terrible. These guys are looking at the wreck developing. At least they're looking up ahead, and the 3 of Christian Rhodes is not. And Christian Rhodes just blasts. Christian Rhodes just runs. Oh, of course, now Christian could have gotten hit from behind too. I can't sit here and say, oh, Christian, you ran him over. They're all checking out. Oh, look right there. The 83 blasted in the back of Christian Rhodes, which hit the 9. The 83, yeah, the 83 of Andre. Carlos, no, that's 33. If his car number matches Timothy Tyler flat blasts the 3. Bang. Yeah. I'd give that 100% to Timothy Tyler. I'd feel good about it all day long, too. I'd feel damn good about it. Even though they're wrecking up front, they're all saving it. Those guys are checking up because they see the wreck. And the wreck happens after Timothy. He's not looking ahead. He just runs everybody over. So, yeah, Timothy Tyler gets charged with the yellow. I'm confident about that. Damn confident about that. Well, let's see if that's going to bring anybody to pit road. Cato's your leader, along with Mikey. Hayden and Sprague. Oh, they've already pit. I'm sitting here ding-donging around watching the wreck. They've already pit. All right. So, let's see if we've got any takers on the old wave around. It doesn't look like it. They must not have her turned on. Oh, they shortened this thing up. They turned off the lights. We're going green. Oh, they did get the wave around. Okay. There they go. Joshua McKinney, Donnie Beach, all these guys are getting the wave around. All right. That's the way it's supposed to work. Okay. Now, they don't have... now they're going to take a chance. Pit road is open for them. We'll see if they decide to pit. Tommy Rogers pits. Brandon Showers pits. They're all on pit road. They get the wave around, but they got to hustle up. They have got to hustle up. Tommy's long time on pit road. Way long. Donnie Beach, see, those guys had a lot of damage. So this puts Donnie Beach to the back. He's pretty thankful about, you just go ahead and say thank you, Randy, for pointing that out to the commissioner. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Don't run anybody over. You're in the back. That's awesome. All right. All right, I'm blah, blah, blah.
Green flag, green flag.
Zachary Cato's going to set the pace. Is going to bring us to the green flag. And we're going, killer. Cato, Mikey, Sprague, Haley, James is your top five. Trevor Haley with a nice recovery. I'm telling you, he used his fast repair. And he says, I'm going to get out front where I don't have to worry about it. That's what he's thinking. Lap 70. I'm guessing we're just doing a straight up race. I'm going to say that's what Cato wanted. No stages, we're just going to straight up race. I'm guessing. I'm taking a guess. Best man wins. Chris James along with Brandon Bikey up front. The 30 of Nicholas Moody. Along with Kyle Cameron. You can't, you know, I'm pretty proud of James and Moody and Rhodes. You can't count us out. We've been practicing. I'm thinking is what they're saying. I'm not gonna lie, I really was like, oh, yuck, after that first practice session. I'm pretty excited right here after this race. Not gonna lie. Haley losing a couple positions, but still a whole bunch of racing left to go. 30 laps is the main event in itself. Cato, slingshot engaged to the outside. Cannot quite get around him. I think he wants to be on the top anyway. I'm not for sure. I'm not in the car. These cars are so different than the Gen 6. But it's usually the top. They don't have the same draft package. They don't draft like the Gen 6. You can flat pull back that inside lane. These cars don't do it as bad. They do a little bit, but not. I think iRacing has the downforce and everything probably dialed in the same way that NASCAR does, because they just have. I think they have so much drag. They just don't. I don't know. Then you go and look at somebody like these guys will run with these cars at Watkins Glen 3 seconds faster than the NASCAR guys. On about the same track temp too. I'm guessing. I mean, they ran Watkins Glen and it was cloud cover. That's the only thing I'm saying. Escamilla and those guys are running easily 108s.
Pretty exciting.
Cato taking over control of this race pretty handily. I mean, not like it's been just something easy. It's been handed to him. He's definitely had to work at it. The bottom line, try to get something going on here with Cameron. With Cameron and Christian Rhodes on the bottom, it's those first 3-4 cars are so important on that bottom line as Cameron takes her kind of wide. I don't know. Trevor Haley wants to try the bottom. He says, okay, I don't have any teammates up here. This seems like this bottom line's getting a little momentum. I'll try it. I just can't tell you how much it helps when you guys have the correct number on your car. I'm so appreciative of it. It helps so much. It's like 1,000% easier. It's all of a sudden the bottom line, just like that. I don't know if the top line just fell apart. I mean, the top line's going straight backwards. It's not that they need fuel. I mean, they've only been on 10 laps fuel. Broadcaster's going to have a little sip of coffee here. Ooh. That was a wreck in the making right there that did not happen. I gotta believe I don't know who that is. I think that's Christian. No, it's Chris James in the 82 car behind. He's on his bumper. They've got a push going. Ooh. I think that's part of the problem. I'm not saying it's Chris James. I'm saying they just some of those cars are not lining up. Some of those cars are not lining up. Angela McGee. Let's go, Zach. Gonna miss you, bud. Angela McGee. Couple adorable kids in her profile picture. Starting to kind of get winding down here. You're gonna have we are definitely gonna be on a pit stop here for sure. If this stays green, we're gonna have to make a pit stop. .26 to go. They're on a 14-lap run. So you're looking, I believe the last time they came in was, you're looking at a 20-lap deal. So they're going to have to, let's see who does what here. This will break this field up a little bit right here. This is going to be crucial. So you only want to make this one more time. You don't want to have to blow this pit stop and pit twice. As CATO's coming up on lap traffic, we'll see if race control gives them the old move over flag. Where are you going, Matthew Brown? Here comes the high line with a couple different players now. I had to believe that was just a couple cars that were not matching up in that lane 2 because it was not going anywhere. And I've been in that before, and I've told my old teammate, saying, James, we got to do something else. This is not working. Said it a million times. When you just don't have the right car, the right whatever, you're not matching up. I got to believe that's what happened. Because now the 7 car of Tyler Gothard is leading that second lane, and they're starting to make up those positions as it looked like Jim Segredo trying to take a look outside. Maybe his car is just moving. I think so, yes. But then again, that second lane just falls off pace. It just cannot seem to get going. So I gotta believe 22 laps is inside their window. I'm guessing. I think they pitted last time, that one time with 22 to go, something like that. Or it was a pit run of 20, 22, 21, something like that. So now here's your strategy. They're talking to each other. Are we gonna go a few more laps and take enough for a green, white, checkered? What are we gonna do here? Because now the wheels start spinning. Cato, Haley, Cameron, Rhodes, Daniels is your top 5. Bill Daniels with an excellent run, has not raced that much, and I don't believe he got picked up by a team. As a matter of fact, Bryce Hinton made that comment on the in the Discord that, hey, Bill Daniels is always a top 10 finisher. He is an excellent teammate to have, and a great guy. He's a nice guy, happy-go-lucky, kind of a jolly guy. Sometimes has him a few beers, I think, you know, kind of a jolly fellow. 20 to go. And, like I said, here they come. Shane Hatfield with a black flag. I gotta believe this is gas and go. We're gonna see here. Kind of a long stop. Bill Daniels, Keaton Cox, Chuck Fletcher's your leader as they come to pit road. Oh! Oh no! Keaton Cox with nowhere to go. Keaton Cox and Chuck Fletcher matching practice cars. That's awesome. Keaton Cox is going to have a little bit of damage. He's not going to be able to lead this race. That is really going to mess him up right there. That's going to mess him up big time. Let's see if they can get out. I'm going to say that is really going to slow them up. Let's see right here. See if they can get off of pit road. I don't think they're going to. That slowed them way down. Way down. Like I said, this is going to shake up this race. Easton Collins being scored your leader, but he is on pit road. Zachary Cato went in as your leader, and now Pitt cycled themselves out. Zachary, Cato, Haley, Cameron, Rhodes, Sprague is your top five. This is going to separate the men from the boys right here. This little pit run right here. This will make your race or break your race right here. Going to be very important if these guys back here want to have any chance at all to line up and run down the leaders. Brian Wilson says, I want to be the leader of this pack. I think Ryan Wilson should be the pusher, but that's just me. That double wide back there's killing them. Absolutely killing them. I don't think it's killing them. But it's not helping them. Ryan Wilson takes over the lead on this group of cars. Ryan Wilson, let's look. 4.5 seconds back of the leaders. Ryan Wilson running in 6th. Ryan Wilson closing the gap. Ryan Wilson now 3.8. Ryan Wilson along with Brandon Bikey and Chris James. Let's see if they can see the leaders. There they are, right there. Nothing worse. When you can see them, and you know, you can tell if you're catching or if you're not catching. Here we got some, we've got some people calling out their shots already. Ryan Wilson, 3.3 seconds back. I'm not going to lie, Zachary CATO's your favorite to go out and win this race, along with Matthew Brown right here being selfish. It just leave it on Matthew Brown to go screw this whole thing up right here. I'm not kidding you. Watch. Matthew Brown out there pulling back. Attaboy, Matthew. Make everybody in the lobby hate you. Matthew Brown laps down, fighting to get his lap back. I get that. I get that. 10 to go. Ryan Wilson, 2.8 seconds back. As you can see, you can tell they're gaining. The best thing Ryan can do is keep it right there on that yellow line. And he's saying, come on, yeah, attaboy, Matthew. Get up there and slow him down some more. We're inside of 10 to go. .4 seconds back. Wilson, Bikey, James, Moody, Crow pushing to make this a race. I believe they can get there. 2.3. Still holding at 2.3. As Matthew Brown still trying to get his lap back. .1 seconds back. They have got the draft now. They most definitely have got the draft. 1.8, and he's shaving off the time like you cannot believe. 1.7. They have got the draft right there. They easily have the draft. 1.6. Matthew Brown. There it is, Matthew Brown running the front pack is crazy because all he cares about is himself. He's lapped down and he's trying to get his lap back. He don't care. Ryan Wilson now losing a little bit of time. I mean, that's the key right there, is those 3-4 cars staying locked together. They have to, and stay on that bottom line. Matthew Brown, not giving up. Matthew Brown, there's no way in hell he can get around these cars, but he is not going to stop. He's bound and determined. He's racing to get his lap back. I guarantee you. Nothing that says he can't do it. We're almost, I believe this is going to be 5 to go. Yes, it is. 5 to go. Cato, Haley, Cameron, Rhodes, Spring is your top 5. Ryan Wilson, 2 seconds back. They lost a little bit of ground. Lost a little bit of ground. They had the draft. I just don't know what happened to them. They did. They had the draft. Which car is he? He's the white car. He is. That white car right there in the back. White, black, and red. Again, he tries a slingshot. Look, he might get lucky here. Right here, if he picks up the draft of these lap cars up here, that's going to change the whole scope of this right here. That's what he's going to do. He's like, okay, I gotta pick up the draft of this of Jerry Bergeron. But he doesn't want to get trapped behind him. Maybe he will. 3 to go for Zachary Catos. As Ryan Wilson, they close the gap. They are there. They are there with 3 to go. Jim Segrano. 2 to go. Matthew Brown around the top. A lap down. Here comes Ryan Wilson pushing Christian Rhodes. Zachary Cato goes up the block because he saw the momentum of that upper line, and he would be a fool not to. They had the momentum as Trevor Haley coming with Kyle Cameron on the bottom, but it's going to be too little too late. I don't think he's going to get there. This is the last lap. The bottom line loses a whole bunch of momentum as Zachary Cato stays with the upper line as Christian Rhodes and Ryan Wilson and Brandon Bikey on the push as Christian Rhodes goes down below on the inside, and the one person Zachary Cato wants is Ryan Wilson, because Ryan Wilson is going to get it done, is going to push his buddy that's leaving to go serve his country for our country in his last race. Praise God for Ryan Wilson. Zachary Cato gets it done. He can thank Ryan Wilson coming back from 10 seconds back and pushing his buddy across the line to get the win. Zachary Cato, what a race. race. Dominated. Not dominated. I cannot say he dominated, but he definitely wanted to win that race. What an exciting race. Thank you, Tommy Rogers, for having the foresight to see and putting this kind of league together. It is going to be fantastic. People are going to beg to get in this league. How awesome was that? Bryce Hinton says it all right here. I can't put it on because you're cussing. But he's right. It's so effing good that he won. It really is. Zachary CATO comes across the winner. He is going to be the favorite of the night to win that race for sure. They did not give it to him. That was a hell of a race. I've killed my throat. I don't know if he is somewhere in the lobby or not. Yes, he is. We'll wait to get a word with him here in a minute as he celebrates with his teammates and ex-teammates and friends and all that good stuff. Zachary CATO. Oh my God, I gotta get a drink of water. As they all burn it down in team celebration, the whole team down there, all of them, Cameron, Eric, Jim, Jerry, all of them down there in celebration with Zach CATO. What a finish. What an exciting finish. Wow. I'm just going to go down. I'm just going to take myself down into the AWR Discord room. I'm just going to run down there. Hopefully they're not
blowing up.
I'm just going to come down here and talk to all of you guys in this AWR team. Where did Zach go? There he is. Zach CATO, you put on one heck of a show. That was awesome.
Thanks, man. I told him I didn't want it given to me, and Christian stuck with me, and then he got hot. I told him not to give it to me, and then Ryan, came out of nowhere and he wouldn't move, so he stayed with me.
The whole exciting part, I was screaming through the whole race. The chat lit up with about 20 chat posts that last 10 laps. They didn't give it to you. It was exciting. Ryan Wilson came back from, I don't even remember. He was 9 seconds back. And the seconds were just clicking off, and that was so exciting.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was a fun race.
Yeah.
Ryan, I hope the league turns out like that.
That's what I was saying. I mean, I was giving a big thank you to Tommy Rogers for having the vision. That was exciting. That was so exciting, you guys. Ryan, what do you got to say, buddy?
Man, I surrounded by good people. That's all it is. It's a family. It's just great to be here on any given Sunday, so to speak. And Brandon Bikey, James, they phenomenal pushing job. I thought we're going to run out of time, and then it just started clicking.
Yes, you could see it. I kept going from CATO to you and counting down the seconds, and it did. It finally started. There was times where you kind of slowed up, but then you would get it back, and then once you got the draft, it was such an exciting race.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to getting back up there. I knew CATO was up there, and he's one of my best friends on here, and to be able to be that close to him and help push him, it's a real honor, and it's real special.
All right, you guys. Congratulations, CATO. We're going to miss you. Thank you for your service. I'm going to run up here and talk to Tommy Rogers.
Thanks, Randy. Heck of a broadcast, too, buddy.
Thank you so much. Tommy Rogers. All I got to say, buddy, is God bless you for having the vision to put this together. That was one of the most exciting finishes I've had the pleasure to broadcast.
Outstanding. Hey, you know, at the end of the day, we've been doing everything we can to pull, you know, great drivers, you know, and get them out here on track. And everybody went out tonight, and we had a lot of green flag racing. Some really good stuff went down tonight, and you know, it was a blessing. It sucked to, you know, I had to leave the racetrack to go help race control. I was enjoying the race, man, but at the end of the day, I had to step out. Integrity of the race is the most important on the high line, man.
I kind of figured that's what you did. I saw you leave, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes. And hey, at the end of the day, you seen race for CATO, and he comes out here dominant, runs up front all night, killing it, and pulls down the checker.
When you know, when the point, Brandon, I'm gonna break to you for a second. The point of the race that turned the race is when Brandon, Mikey, and got behind and was pushing along with, I think it was Chris James. That's when you guys started catching.
Yeah, we were moving, and he was doing a great job leading that line, and it was easy for me to just stay right on his tail and kind of get in the rhythm of how to bump draft and cool the engine enough to just not blow up. And I was telling the guys in here, I was like, I think we're gonna make it as long as we stay tight together and just keep kind of keeping that rhythm going. But yeah, we caught him just barely and made it an exciting ending there for sure.
Oh, it was so exciting. I'm telling you, I've wore my voice out. I'm screaming. I'm looking at the chat. It's lit up. It was lighting up the last 10 laps. You guys made that so exciting. Eric, Jim, what do you got to say, buddy?
I mean, it was by far some of the cleanest racing we've seen so far. And for those long green flag rugs we had right there, you saw some of the best racing you're going to see. And that's just a sneak preview.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I said in the broadcast. People are going to be begging to get in this race. That was so exciting.
Yeah,
it's just a sneak
what we
preview.
Want Highline to do. That is Highline racing right there, man. That was awesome.
It was a privilege to be able to broadcast it for you guys. That was one of the best races I've ever seen.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree. It was definitely a great race for being on a super speedway, you know, for sure. It was great. You know, at the end of the day, we got another 15 drivers essentially that are going to be taking the grid with these guys, and every one of those guys are top notch, just the same. So it's really gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out. And I mean, hell, I'm almost tempted to start a fantasy NASCAR league with these guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do. All right, I'm gonna run down here and shout out to Trevor Haley.
All right, much love,
you guys. Good job, you guys.
Hey, thanks a lot for doing it.
Yeah, you bet. It was a privilege.
Hell yeah, man. Can't wait to watch.
All right, Dark Horse. Brandon, Trevor, you guys, man, I'm telling you. Trevor, you were up and down. You guys, that was one of the most exciting races. And I got to say, the best broadcast race I've ever had the privilege to do. You guys made that exciting.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad CATO got the win there. I wasn't going to leave him.
No, I knew you weren't. I kind of figured, but, you know, God, it was so exciting. My chat lit up like you cannot believe that last 10 laps. I mean, it was you guys put on a good show.
Yeah, I was in that second pack, wasn't going to catch us, but Tree Blanche was side drafted and slowing us down, so they called us. I guess it made it exciting.
Well, it did.
Well,
anything you guys want to say before I get out of here?
Just thanks to everybody watching. Thanks for you broadcasting. Thanks to Tommy and all the admins. Happy CATO won.
Yeah, good job to CATO that he won.
Congrats, right. CATO.
All right, you guys.
All right, Randy. Have a good night, man.
Thank you.
Whatever, when we came out, everyone.
All right, you guys are live on the broadcast. Don't be cussing. Yeah.
No problem.
You guys You guys had your ups and downs, but Matthew Brown, you made that exciting. Just trying to get your lap back, right?
No, I was actually side drafting to slow him down so a teammate could catch. They behind.
Okay.
Yeah, behind Ryan Wilson so they can run him down.
Okay. I just, it just made the whole thing exciting. You guys had that race right there was probably the best broadcast race I've ever had the privilege of doing. Lots of green flag laps. You guys all put on a great show.
Yeah, we try hard. Just
Other
wish we
than
could
my
have done it more
start, which
about moving forward.
I'm never gonna live down that start.
No, probably not.
I caused that. I can't believe that happened. So I don't race the gen or the next gen very often, and I'm used to H pattern. And I flipped it about an hour before the race to sequential, right? And then I go off, I do other things. I come back, get around ready to race, qualified fine and everything. But when we went, my brain wanted to shift into third gear, which is usually up, but it was in sequential mode, and we went to first. Made an ass on TV. So,
Nobody remembers that. Everybody's going to remember the finish. Everybody's
that
going to remember.
finish was,
yeah.
That was awesome, and thank you. Yeah, Matthew was, he was working that lead back up there. I was in the pack behind him, pushing. I think Vikey and I can't remember the other guy, but we were rolling. That was fun once it all came together.
Why is did you have any teammates out here tonight helping you?
Direct teammates, I had Matt Brown, but I work close with the LBS guys with Chris and them. Like we've been running well together the last few races. So
now I mentioned you have a race coming up, don't you?
Yeah, next Friday, Memorial Day celebration, as it were.
Okay. Yeah, I plugged you on the broadcast, so everybody needs to sign up for that. Looking forward to that, Scott.
Oh yeah, me too. It's been a couple of years since we've done anything, but I'm a Air Force veteran myself, and so I've always had a tie to the military. My family's been military, so we're proud to take this opportunity to honor our fallen heroes.
That's
with
awesome.
A good race.
Thank you for your service. Thank you. All right,
guys. I just want to give a shout out to CATO. Hope he has safe, fun time serving. Did not want to give him an easy win, so no hard feelings.
No. You guys did not. You guys did not at all.
I wanted to make him earn it. You know what I mean? So we'll hope we see him. Hopefully, see him quicker than sooner. So.
All right. Good job, you guys. That was exciting.
All right.
Well, you guys, I'm exhausted from that. I really am. I just don't know what else to say. I don't think there's anything else I can say other than I'm looking forward to working with Tommy Rogers and the whole Highline team. It's been a privilege. Like I said earlier, Tommy's working on getting me a new broadcast, and so I can represent the Highline better. So really looking forward to that. So on behalf of the whole Highline Racing Network, I want to say thank you for tuning in, keeping the chat clean too. You all kept the chat clean. I appreciate that. And I just want to say God bless you and good night.